Are you single for the holidays? It can be a challenging time. Your family members ask annoying questions about why you're still single. How do you answer them without getting defensive? We also see happy couples on social media and movies and TV, and it can make us feel bad that we don't have a partner. If you want to know how to handle these challenges, I have got you covered with the following 5 helpful tips for surviving and, more importantly, thriving during the holidays. Tip number 1 for surviving the holidays if you're single is to be prepared for annoying questions. One of the hardest parts about family gatherings during the holidays is those annoying questions from mostly well-meaning family members. It can be hard to deal with these questions if you're not prepared. So here are a few questions and some possible comebacks. Question number 1, are you dating anyone? Not their business, right? But you can say, good question, are you? So you don't have to answer directly, you can just deflect. You can also answer, yes, I'm dating. What are you up to these days? So you answer them, you don't have to get specific. If they push, you can just say, nothing to share yet. The third way to answer that question is, no, I'm focusing right now on my career or whatever it is that you're focusing on. You could just say, no, decided to take a break from dating. What are you up to? So again, none of their business, but you don't have to be snarky. You don't have to be defensive. You don't have to get into, oh my God, online dating sucks. It's terrible. I'm struggling. Just answer simply and move on and put the focus back on them. Number 2 question is, why are you still single? That question comes up a lot. Why are you still single? And one of my favorite answers is, I tried being double and it didn't work. If you don't want to be snarky, you can just say, I'm on the lookout for a special mistletoe moment with somebody special. Or, I'm just waiting for the right person to share a slice of holiday pie. Move on from these conversations, from these questions, and put the focus back on them. And don't get defensive, just answer these questions. And if you have any to add, I would love to hear. The second tip for how to survive when you're single for the holidays is to set boundaries. We tend to struggle with boundaries, but when family and friends ask intrusive questions about your love life that you don't feel comfortable answering, set a boundary. Let them know that you prefer to keep your personal life private. This will make dealing with awkward or inappropriate questions about your relationship status easier because you don't have to answer if you don't want to. It's also helpful to guide the conversation in a different direction, to take the focus off of your love life and onto the other person, which is what I just said about those annoying questions that people ask you. Tip number 3, if you're single and alone for the holidays, is to bring a friend to holiday parties. If you bring a friend to a holiday party, it gives you extra support. It takes the focus off of you being single during the holidays, and you'll have a lot more fun because there'll be at least one person that you enjoy hanging out with. Tip number 4, if you're single and alone for the holidays, is to celebrate with other single friends. If you don't want to celebrate with family on the holidays, you can just set a boundary and say no. Not going to work for me this year. And celebrate with your single friends instead. They're all single and alone and would probably love to have the company. All of you will feel less alone, and you can have much more fun with your so-called chosen family. Tip number 5, if you're single and alone for the holidays, is don't compare and despair. It's easy to think that everyone else is having fun on the holidays. Everyone else has a partner. Everyone else is happy. That Norman Rockwell picture that is not true. The truth is that most holiday gatherings are stressful, whether you're in a relationship or not. So stay away from social media to avoid the comparison trap of, oh my God, look at all those happy people, because it's usually curated and not true. And the dissatisfaction that comes from mindlessly scrolling and seeing everybody's mostly fake holiday videos and pictures. Being alone during the holidays has a lot of benefits. It can be a time to focus on yourself and your personal development. Incorporate the 5 tips that I shared and turn the most dreaded time of the year into the most wonderful time of the year if you're single during the holidays. What are your tips for surviving and thriving during the holidays?